It began unassumingly enough when a small group of investors, led by one George Dinsdale, gathered the resources to open a small community bank in Palmer, Nebraska, not because any of them wanted to be bankers, but because their town simply needed a bank to make it through the hard times of the Depression. Now, some 70 years later, led by Roy and Sid and the rest of the Dinsdale family, this same sense of responsibility endures as our company's guiding principle. It's the Pinnacle Bankcorp way of banking, of honesty, integrity, and common courtesy that our banks and the people of our banks are known for. We're the hard-working, family-owned bank that does what's right for the communities we serve. We're the handshake bank. But times and people's attitudes toward the banking industry have changed from the early days. We live in a world now where perception is reality, where whoever shouts the loudest or talks the most gets heard. And although other banks with other interests have come along changing the competitive landscape over the years, we've always maintained that it is possible to stay true to our beliefs while continuing to build equity in our business. And since our family of banks continues to grow and we ventured into new regions where people may not be as familiar with our banking approach, the time had come to unify our voice, to solidify our image, and to get the message out about who Pinnacle Bankcorp really is. In the fall of 2005, Pinnacle Bankcorp teamed up with Denver ad agency Karsh & Hagen to help us establish our voice and to bring relevance to our company messaging. We presented the agency with the charge of raising awareness and giving meaning to our corporate tagline, the way banking should be. But with the wide variety of communities, cultures, and states involved, the process of bringing our various banks together under one umbrella proved complex. So, to ensure that we got off on the right track, on-site audits were conducted across all regions to reveal local beliefs, principles, and company cultures. From our data and operations centers to our tellers and bank presidents, we found that our banks share a surprising number of similar core values. We're a banking family built on integrity, honesty, treating customers individually, offering well-grounded financial services and advice, and doing what's right. And because each of our banks operates with autonomy, quick and responsive decision-making by our local Pinnacle Bankcorp bankers offers customers a fairly unique and highly valued service. The vision of our messaging was clear. Armed with research and building on our bank's founding philosophy, we decided on a straightforward and honest approach. Literally. We centered on our differences as a bank, conveying our obliging spirit and unparalleled customer service. And even though we still tended to think of ourselves as the family bank, we wanted to stress our big bank resources, from products, services, and loan capabilities to delivering the latest banking technologies. So, with a neighborly tone and unpretentious style, we illustrated our shared beliefs and principles through our messaging. We showed that our employees don't just work in their local communities, they live there, and are active participants in them too. And finally, we showed the dedication of our people and expressed just how much we appreciated our customers placing their hard-earned trust in us. In short, we focused on the same things we'd want as a customer if we were looking for a bank ourselves. For the first time ever, we've brought this story to life with a unique and powerful image campaign in each of our markets. From newspaper and magazine to outdoor, radio, television, and less conventional guerrilla tactics. And though our messaging remains consistent, we've tailored each to reflect the tone and individual pride of the people who live there. No, we've never been a bank that looks for a pat on the back for the things that we do. We're simply here to help. From blood drives, fundraisers, and school sponsorships, to employee volunteering and college scholarships. Because to us, our customers aren't just people. They're our neighbors, our friends, and our families too. And that's why each year we put so much of our time and resources toward investing in and giving back to the communities we serve. Not because we have to, but because it's the right thing to do. Together, we've come a long way. We're spreading the word and having a definite impact in our markets. Our banks truly are coming together as a family, and the public is responding in positive ways.
Keep an eye out for what's to come, but stay focused on the task at hand. Vision and hard work. That's the Nebraska way. And at Pinnacle Bank, we think that's the way banking should be. The only constant is change. But around here, we also work hard to stay true to what we believe in. Adaptive, yet traditional. That's the Nebraska way. And at Pinnacle Bank, we think that's the way banking should be.
Up here, people know. No environment is so harsh that you can't find potential. Optimistic. That's the way it is in Colorado. And at Bank of Colorado, we think that's the way banking should be. Some people might see land that's too dry or too windy. But around here, we see nothing but opportunity. Resourceful. That's the way it is in Colorado. And at Bank of Colorado, we think that's the way banking should be.
Around here, a person is honor-bound by their word, and the way to earn a person's trust is through action. Action that reflects character, principle, and a commitment to community. We're Pinnacle Bank, and for over 70 years, we've been serving Nebraska and depositing back into our communities. Not because we have to, but because it's the right thing to do. That's the Nebraska way. And at Pinnacle Bank, we think that's the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
It takes an exceptional backdrop to serve as the inspiration for our country's national anthem. It takes a place where the people are honest and the landscape is more than just beautiful. It's nothing short of humbling. It takes a place like Colorado. And like you, we're thankful to live and work here too. We're Bank of Colorado, a different kind of bank built on integrity and guided by a special kind of caring about the people we serve. Distinctively different. Bank of Colorado, the way banking should be. Member FDIC. Being a Wyomingite isn't something you're born so much as it's what you become. It's a no-nonsense, straightforward, and honest way of living that's honed and perfected over the course of a lifetime. It's a way of doing things that we've always ascribed to ourselves. We're Pinnacle Bank, and we work hard each day to be the best at serving Wyoming's unique banking needs. Genuine, trustworthy, and courteous. That's the Wyoming way. And at Pinnacle Bank, we think that's the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Timing has a lot to do with the outcome of a rain dance. I'm Sid Dinsdale, president of Pinnacle Bank. And all this saying means is, you can't actually affect the future. About the only thing you can do is prepare for it. That's why folks in these parts have always saved and put away for a rainy day. It's just good common sense. Practical and well prepared. That's the Nebraska way. And at Pinnacle Bank, we think that's the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
The true measure of a person is when they do the right thing, even when no one is watching. I'm Roy Dinsdale, founder of Pinnacle Bank, and this is something I have always kept in mind for our bank, and why we try so hard to meet the state's banking needs and give back to the communities we serve. Not because we have to, but because it's the right thing to do. Genuine character, that's the Nebraska way. And at Pinnacle Bank, we think that's the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
But this is only the beginning. 2007 will be a year of sustaining and extending our current image campaign. We'll continue to look for and add new marketing elements like bank product ads, updated websites, online advertising, and targeted direct mail efforts. And we'll continue to bring forward innovative new messaging wherever possible. Of course, you can be sure that in everything we do, we'll always hold true to the vision and business tenets that guided George Dinsdale when he opened the doors to his first bank back in 1935. Pinnacle Bankcorp's communication efforts will continue as a reflection of our founding family's down-to-earth values and firm beliefs. And we'll keep in mind always that the real reason we're here is for the people and the communities we serve. Simple as that. And even though it's necessary for helping our banks to compete and grow, this whole notion of self-promotion still makes us a little self-conscious. So we'll continue being direct and honest and telling our story with humility. Because after all, that's the Pinnacle Bankcorp way. And we think that's the way banking should be.
Boy, things are a lot different in banking.
I'm Sid Dinsdale, and I approve of this message.